Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel AHL Creative World. So it's almost the Diwali time, so everyone must have been so excited to make their home even more beautiful, decorate and have some party and many other things along with the puja, of course. So here I'm presenting three DIYs, and one of the DIYs you can use it using the same craft or same board. So I'll be sharing all the details where I purchased, the tips and techniques as well. So let's get started. So the very first DIY is the stool decoupage. The stools are from Target if you live in USA. These stools actually are available anywhere on the market, but I have purchased this stools like two pairs. One came with three different sizes, so I thought I'll be using it for puja as an any other decor. So I just applied a gesso and took a printout of Pichwai design. So I was very fond of this Pichwai paintings for a while. So I thought I'll be taking a printout and use a carbon paper and do all by myself. But then actually I realized it's time taking. It's really, I mean, it's not so easy and simple. I thought everyone can try, but keeping the time and everything in mind, I just started using this particular technique. I'm sharing all the details, what I thought, like what went wrong, and what was my idea behind making a different style altogether. So when I started with a small tray that took me like almost 3 days. So I don't want to spend a lot more in making of this painting of each tool, everything by hand. So I thought, let me purchase something like a Pichwai decoupage paper, which is simple, and also it gives a nice look overall if you do it perfectly. So then I started with another stool where I applied the gesso first, and then once the gesso is completely dried, I took the one of the decoupage paper, and for the middle size stool, the one decoupage paper was enough perfectly for the two stools. And then I have applied Mod Podge. So always use Mod Podge with a dry brush when you attach the decoupage paper on top of the stool, and once it's all dried up, on top layer also you'll be applying Mod Podge again. So these decoupage papers came in different colors and different designs. Not everything was same, so I had to adjust based on my planning and everything. So as I'm showing here, one of the cow is on side, one is on middle, and one of the paper doesn't have any cow. So I had to just adjust the paper such a way that it is not wasted, as well as I'm using it perfectly for the stools. As overall it took me like about three sheets, it took for me. So in those three sheets I was able to complete the six tools making. So as you have seen, the very first big stool, I have already painted the golden color on side. So I thought I'll try a different shade like pink, but it was not suiting. So I tried the same golden metallic color again on all the sides and as well as on those two legs. So that was bringing even more beautiful look altogether. So leave it at least for a day before you apply varnish. So once it's all dried up, let it rest for at least one day, and the next day I've applied varnish for all the stools, and then the design part comes. So trust me, this is totally worth, and the 2 or 3 days of effort is it doesn't go in vain if you do it perfectly fine. So these mirrors, you can get it from Amazon. I purchased from Amazon India. So I've got a lot of things from Amazon India, especially for Diwali and the other festivals, keeping the durability sustainability and also the long term plan. If I can reuse, that's when you plan to invest on something like these, right? So these mirrors you always can get it in Amazon US site as well. So I'll be leaving all the details in the description. You can very well check it out. So I used the cup hooks, like three cup hooks, and added three belts, as well as if you are running out of time and if you do not have those chains a lot, so the best thing to use is just tape. Just stick it all around, and you can take it off and use for multiple crafts as well. So that is how I used for a time being. Otherwise, you can always use the like hot glue to stick the chain as well. So I hope you liked my first DIY. Coming to the next DIY, this is the tray making, again the Pichwai design. I have used another blue color. This is a dark shade of blue, which is one of the nice looking sheets from the total of 10 sheets which I purchased. So I have attached the complete sheet, and this tray, by the way, I've got it from Dollar Tree, and you usually do not get this such big trays in the normal Dollar Trees. This is from Dollar Tree Plus. So in all the cities you may not be having this Dollar Tree Plus, but if you do have, please do check out the collection. They have a lot of amazing things. So this is just for $5. I got this big tray, and I was just replicating my small tray, how I was mentioning the hand painted one. Similarly, I did the big tray, but this is completely the decoupage. So once you stick the decoupage paper, use the blue acrylic color all over, and then I used pink acrylic color for the borders. And then the last thing is the designing. Here comes the stencil design. That was a little bit easy, and it doesn't take a lot of time if you do it perfectly. So I just tried to use the acrylic color along with the stencil brush, but it was not perfectly working fine. But the colors on which I needed from the chalk paint collection, what I had, I did not have. So I had to just mix and match on few things to get the exact color. So once I got that exact pink, I used the chalk paint. So chalk paint is thick, and also it doesn't submerge with the stencil, and it gives a nice and cleaner look when you use a chalk paint. So once you design everything on sides, the next thing is you just leave it, and then after, once it's dried, you apply the Mod Podge. The second day you apply the varnish. So once everything is done, the last thing is, I thought the part which was empty, I was just filling out with the mirrors. Now I'm going crazy, I believe, by using the mirrors almost in all my recent DIYs. But this is something, when I added these mirrors, I thought it is taking the tray into the next level. So do leave me a comment what you think, and what would have been more better. But to me, I think this was perfect. I just added some 3D outliners as a dots on top, and that was all done. Let's go into the third DIY. So I have taken one large 10-inch MDF board and two 5-inch wooden plaques from Walmart, and I have applied one coat of gesso as a primer. And the next thing is, I have used the red, apple red color. And then whenever you're using any brush to paint, just use a dabber that will remove all the paintbrush strokes by using a little bit more paint. And then using the stencil, I have used the yellow chalk paint, and used a stencil design here, and applied Mod Podge and varnish on the next day. And by the way, on both the sides I have done one of the design. So on one side I've shown the red and golden it's a complete different look, and color is different. And on the back side of it, I have used it blue and pink, so you can use it. It is like a multifunctional, and also for different colors or shades as per your puja theme. You can just add the different colors and use it for your puja or any home decor or festival decor as well. So this is how I hand painted, and this design I was inspired by one of the collections which I have seen in my Facebook group, which is Indian Kitchen and DIY Decor. By the way, if you want to stop by, please do watch my Instagram page, which is Anu's Hobby Lobby. So you must be thinking, what is Anu's Hobby Lobby? It's my food channel, by the way. So you can always subscribe to my HO Creative World as well as Anu's Hobby Lobby, and follow me on Instagram as well. And by the way, join Facebook group Indian Kitchen and DIY Decor to post your creativity, and follow me as well. So please do leave a comment and subscribe, like, share, and thank you very much for watching. I'll be meeting you all in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.